If your vehicle, your bike's worth $3,000, they're going to give you $2,000 or $1,800 for it. Hey, thanks for tuning in to yet another video. Let's look into trading your vehicle, your bike into a dealership. Alright, and let me say thanks for subscribing and thank you for hitting that like button, okay?
Okay.
So, now we all know, if you see my other video, we all know about the dealer prep fee, alright, on new and used bikes. You know, same thing, it's a scam, but...
Why treat the customer this way? Why? Because f*** them, that's why.
What's also unfair is, you know what, as you're trading in your bike or your vehicle, you're actually paying that dealer prep fee up front. All right, just a quick recap on the other video. But so what happens with your bike or what happens to your vehicle after you trade it into the dealership? Okay, once it gets traded in, they already know the value of the vehicle, or else they wouldn't be giving you so little for it. And then once again, depending on the dealership, there's also a budget for the repairs, safety inspection, safety repairs, brakes, tires, wear and tear items. We're talking about fluids, just about everything, you know, just in case something's it needs something. Because before the dealership even sells your vehicle or puts it back on the market, it has to make sure that it's not a lemon. So that's why they set a budget to the side that they use for safety repair, safety inspections, just to make sure the vehicle or the bike is fit for road use for the new consumer, the new customer. So, all right. So at my dealership, they would actually take the vehicle in, and they would perform the safety inspection, the safety repairs, as long as it fell under $1,300, the budget. So, and what could it be that would cost so much? Brakes, tires, wear and tear items, like I said, just safety, minor things, headlights, batteries, you know, whatever it required, whatever it needed, whatever failed in the safety inspection, that would replace it. If that vehicle required over $1,300 to repair, then we would communicate with the sales department and inform them, you know what, this vehicle, to get it fit and safety inspected, it would actually require more than $1,300. Now, depending on the vehicle, if it was a good seller, kind of like a Toyota, Honda, then it would always normally approve it. They would approve the repairs. But if it was a Dodge, maybe a Nissan, most of the time they would deny it, and they would send it to the auction.
Bye, Felicia.
So if your vehicle fails the inspection or fails to fall underneath the budget, they get rid of it. They send it to the auction, somebody else buys it, and then it might be a dealer, it might be a person, then they most likely end up fixing it themselves. So let's say what happens if your vehicle falls under the budget and, you know, completes a safety inspection. You know, now depending on the dealership, some dealerships, they have a lifespan for your trade-in for your vehicle, and some dealerships, maybe like a motorcycle, they have a little warehouse where they could put multiple vehicles and they could just, you know, just keep it with them. But my dealership, what they used to do, they would keep it on the floor, they would keep it on the showroom or on the lot for a maximum of 90 days, okay? The closer it would get to those 90 days, the better the deal of the vehicle, as long as, you know, it was reasonable for them to make their money back and make that $1,300 if they did put into the tires, brakes, etc., wear and tear items. Okay, so they would hold on to that vehicle for a max of 90 days, and rarely, sometimes, they would probably go over that. I mean, if there's interest in the vehicle, people are calling in and stuff like that, they'll hold it for a little bit longer than that. But 90 days for my dealer was the max. That was it. If they couldn't sell that vehicle for 90 days, they get rid of it, they send it to the auction with brand new tires, brand new brakes, brand new fluids, stuff like that, you know, everything, as long as it fell under 1,300 miles. So after the 90 days, they send it back, send it to the auction, they make their money back because they bought it under the cost, and they calculated 1,500 of that budget that they had. They charged you for the trade-in. When you traded in, they charged your vehicle. They undervalued your vehicle by their budget at the end of the day, you know. So if your vehicle, your bike's worth $3,000, they're going to give you $2,000 or $1,800 for it, because they have to input that budget for the repairs. They have to put it in there, or else they're losing money, and they won't buy it. They won't accept the trade-in if you want more than what they can give you, including the safety repair. So that's why these dealers, when they go ahead and charge the next person the dealer prep, they're double dipping, you know. They're double dipping on the sauce. But that's why I always kind of recommend, you know what, buy it from a private party. Avoid getting it at the dealership if you can. I know it's tempting, but who knows? Maybe you like that. You know what? If you want that peace of mind that you got it from the dealership, you know what? Go right ahead. You can pay that extra couple $1,000, because when you get it from the dealership, by law, they have to make sure it's safe. So if you're worried about brakes, but this is stuff that you guys can even see yourselves when you're negotiating on a bike. I mean, it's just one of those things, man. I mean, you could keep on going on and on for hours, but when you're buying a used bike, look into the tires, look into the brakes, calculate that stuff, negotiate that stuff with a private party, you know. Point that stuff out, because tires and brakes on a bike, you're looking at about 6, 7, even more than that, and even more than that if you go to a dealership, you know, it's going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So you know what, just keep an eye out for it. And if you don't want to be dealing with that stuff, and you're okay with paying an extra $2,000 on top of what probably the bike's worth, or maybe $3,000, then you know what, it's your money. Go ahead and do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning in yet again. You guys stay out there, stay safe, and as you can see, it's still smoky out here in San Jose, but just want to say thanks. Okay, you guys stay out there, stay safe. Later.